Reconnection successful. And we're back again, I believe. We're back again. We're back. Back again. Once again, that was internet issues. Internet issues. Turns out my internet came completely unplugged somehow. So I went back and I fixed it. Hopefully that means it won't go away anytime soon. But at this point, I think I lost all, like, motivation from everyone. So viewership here is not going to be great. Nonetheless, I'm going to finish up the discussion because I want to. I want to see what everyone thought anyway. Welcome back, Danger Marker. It'd be cool if everyone, for whatever reason, came back. Like, that'd be awesome. But I'm going to go through these already because I like discussion. So something about Book. Give me one thing Book did that wasn't her friendship with Taggy. Welcome back, Sam Shay. Book had a confrontation with Pencil. In like TPOT 17, I believe. Like, I want to believe Book did do things. Like, there's no way she hasn't done anything besides be Taggy's friend. I think it's just recent memory bias, if that's a thing. Everything being in recent memory. Don't get me started on non-existy. Don't get me started. Keeping this going. Book can't be a complete nothing burger. Come on. Puppy Spark couldn't stay, would be back later. Wonder how much later Puppy Spark came back. We will see. Lai's pose. Hello, Kepo2N. Hello, Flip-a-Clip Mastro. This is gone. The old voting icons from BFB. I can see that. There's value to it. You subscribed? Thank you, Danger Marker. I'm surprised there wasn't any alert going on. But nonetheless, thanks for subscribing. You're cool. Hello, Mustard Marker. Nice to see ya. Just doing some post TPOT 23 discussion. The only guy who wanted Book to be safe. I guess that's me. There's no bots. Never use OSC Twitter. Okay, Cash believes Book should have gone just because. Nothing burger. Literal coughing babies versus nerfed hydrogen bomb. Literal King. This feels like defeat Cobbs all over again. Hey, you predicted me talking about that before I did. Because he didn't have incomprehensible power. I suppose so. Yeah, that is a big difference. Power scaling. This guy is a menace to society. Tennis ball and Book have had their time. It should not be here. I'm a menace to society. Oh, Flip-a-Clip Mastro did high contrast at the same moment I did. But I didn't do much. Okay, 9 minutes in and it's been an hour. Yep. Spoilers, one of the numbers dies. Well, that's a good reason why I'm not checking chat. Because you guys can't keep your spoilery trap shuts, joke or not. Which is sad. It's really sad. This episode's actually peak. Thank you, Emerald Gamers. 'Cause 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 Stapia's never died. Wait, can numbers be recovered because 15 dies? 15 died. As seen by 1 in TPOT 20, numbers can be recovered. You just need to know how to use your powers. If you know how to use your powers, you know how to recover basically anyone. You only have 2 voice actors out of 8, so you're going to keep gathering. Good to hear. In a matter of 2 episodes, fully became likable. Black hole. The issue I would say is that stockpiling stuff like this gets to the point where even across 3 episodes, not every arc ending off will be treated as the same. Some arcs will be sidelined for others. Stockpiling stuff like this gets to the point where even across 3 episodes, not every arc ending off will be treated as the same. What's your point here? Cash said that they just came back in the previous stream before the internet unfortunately disappeared. Cash, I hope you find your way back. Please find your way back. Because what do you mean by this? Stockpiling stuff like this gets to the point where even across 3 episodes, not every arc ending off will be treated as the same. Some arcs will be sidelined for others. Not every arc ending off will be treated as the same. Like, that's obvious. No duh. Not every arc ending off, all of them will be treated the same. They will be sidelined for others, until eventually you get to the point where you can wrap them all up. Like, sidelining arcs is how that works. When you have all of this together, you have to push others to the side to introduce others, and then eventually do that to end all of them. Like, you're just stating the obvious. You're just stating the obvious. What do you mean by this? What's so bad? Fry's recovered X multiple times. Yep. Nickel and Sidewalk have the same voice actors. Yep. Welcome back, Junior, the Disney fan. Nice to see ya. Internet problems. That's what happened to the second attempt. My internet gave out again, but I fixed it, so hopefully there are no more internet problems. Help, there's a black figure in the corner of your room, and it wants your skin. What do you do? I don't know. Yeah, punch it. Black hole, black hole. You can't please them all, yeah, but the issue is that they could have gotten themselves out of this situation if they didn't sideline and make as many plots as they did. When I initially watched it for a second, I thought they were erased. They could have come up with a better way for Ford to lose the fight against Pencil. Okay, and that's Sam, who is here, who said that. So, give me your idea, Sam. Oh, wait, no. The idea is right here. One got outsmarted rather than outpowered because one distracted him. You have 14 plush? Okay. Like, I get the nerf is for the plot, but, like, come on. There you go. Ian is a sensible person. I clap for you, Ian. You finally understand. At the very least, you understand. You're just disappointed. That's better than just saying it sucks. Way better. I know I was not going to read this until like 3 hours later, in which it kinda is. But the issue with nerfing 1 here, as compared to nerfing 4 in TPOT 19, is that none of these contestants, one are chasing, have powers. As opposed to in TPOT 19, where Pencil had 2's entire power besides a slight bit of it that Snowball had. One is fighting against powerless objects and X, the latter doing diddly squat. X doing squat. Video TPOT 19 and 4 versus Pencil revamped. Gotcha, watch that to understand. You like, you love that TPOT 23 has a negative numbers like zombies. Same. And it makes sense too. They're negative, they're the opposite of positive. And instead of going for the most obvious thing and just making them all pessimistic, no. They're more than negative. They're like zombies. They're just bad versions of the numbers. Marker should see Foldy and Stapy again. I'm hoping for a Marker, Foldy, and Stapy reunion at the end. So you raise a good point, Cash. You raise a pretty good point. TPOT 19 and TPOT 23 are different. Pretty different. The video TPOT 19 Pencil vs. 4 revamped shows that it was possible for 4 to still lose the fight while still putting up a fair fight. Okay. Fair. It's been an hour and we're like a quarter of the way through. Because I love analyzing. So fair. Fair comparisons, yeah. Hello, fan Dibobet. Overrated Grassy still hasn't changed. Oh my gosh. Hates Grassy. Yo, that's you. You just came back. Welcome back, Zero Mapping. I literally just read your chat. Yeah. Because of internet issues, I am reading the chat of a live stream that ended abruptly. So, yeah. We have someone else from the original stream back. That's cool. But yeah. Hour of reacting. Only a quarter of the way through the episode. Because I just love analyzing things. If you can't tell, I love analyzing things. Hello, Andrew and Sticky. When you grow up, you want to build a red robot talking in Morse code. Well, go right ahead. I believe in you. You'll have Marcus Black old song stuck in your head. I will too. It's so good. Looks nothing like a light orange cube. Probably talking about Blocky. Yeah. Maybe it's something I said. I don't know. When it didn't deserve to be eliminated. Mind you, Ruby, Winter, and I have no power at all, and are holding off one. It was most of 2 powers in the entirety of 4. Yeah. Interesting comparisons. That is true. We actually got so close to Saw actually becoming bearable again. That is true. We did get so close. I didn't comment on that, but that is true. We did get incredibly close. I don't know why. So, y'all remember BFB, where Lollipop and, Lollipop and Bubble were in space, in the cardboard ship, and the elimination was happening. 4 was doing it over video call, and the prize was air if you're safe. And then Lollipop said the iconic line, "Care to give me some air? No straw needed." And I was expecting that to happen between 8-Ball and Gatey. I'm not going to lie. I expected that to happen as a way of transferring the 8. Like, I was thinking, what if Saw just breathed out the 8 fumes, and then 8-Ball just took it back in? Like, I was expecting that to happen. I really was. I'm like, wait a minute, are they going to do that? I just didn't explicitly say it. Until now. Camera Boy, since you can't voice act one of my Object Show characters, how about your recommended character for its first episode? I recommend myself and my sister. It'd be cool to see both of them. But it's up to you which one you put in. You don't have to put in both of them. You can put in just one of them. Or you can put in none of them. That's up to you. But you've seen the finale of my miniseries, hopefully. If you haven't, go check the finale of my miniseries. It's epic, it's awesome. It features my sister. For those who don't know, miniseries finale right here. Saw's voice sounds like a cheese grater. The World Glove in pajamas. I was screaming at 8-Ball to tell Saw how to remove it. I was mentally screaming too. Don't worry, you're not alone. Hello, Animation Go. Welcome back. Indeed, it was an animation change, Chezzy. Which, about that, I'm actually so curious. How are they going to do Pencil in TPOT 24? So they're treating this like a speedrun of sorts. They're treating Pencil's plot like a video game almost, where she has to go through exactly. She has to go through all of history exactly as it was, while still trying to change a few things, like somehow change things without changing things. I guess do it in a more calm, focused way instead of just outrage and just suddenly acting. You feel like they're gonna make TPOT 24 a bottle episode of sorts? What do you mean by bottle? Like bottle the character, or like they're containing something? This is a winner 1980 all. Gotcha. Announcer in 1, fight in TPOT 23. They technically do. It was just like one laser beam. Boop, though. Like Pencil trying to redo things and messing up. Okay, yeah. I think my alternate universe idea is falling apart. Well, Control-C, Control-V universe idea is falling apart. So new animation based off of pre-existing episodes. Yep. I think... Oh yeah, you weren't here to hear me say this, Cash, but I think... I think the rift that Balloony, the Algebralians, and Announcer went through at the end, I think that would lead to One's room. I think that would, because one is the source of the crack. So it would make sense if it led back, maybe? So that's how they rescue Black Hole? Because if there's anything that's definitive, it's that Black Hole gets rescued in some capacity. So maybe that rift leads to where Black Hole is. Hello, Phineas and Ferb. Yes, WB, SFX, no. Nice to see ya. Who do you think had the most and least screen time? I honestly do not know. I'd have to rewatch this, which I'm not going to because it took long enough already. Clip show episode, you mean? Can't wait for me to react to Battle for a Taco, but it's bad animation because I'm lazy, but the animation's slowly getting better. Okay. You think it would bring them to the past? I mean, considering there is a rift in the past where Pencil is, and in the sky. Maybe. But it's also realistic, yeah, that they could get Black Hole. I guess only one way to find out. Finishing off the trilogy. We are not Rossing today. No, Puppy Spark. Unfortunately. I'm sorry, I haven't been doing Rossing the past few streams. But there's other things I really need to take care of. I really do. We are mossing, if you mean Moss Haven. Oop, I mentioned Moss. Most and least screen time out of who are relevant. I really do not know. Like, you would think one would have the most screen time in this episode because it's the Defeat 1 trilogy. I don't know. Maybe two. Maybe two had the most screen time. You don't know why, but you don't know how TPOT can really continue after TPOT 25. Like, it obviously does, but... You can just wait. Oh, you just can't wait for me to see it. Gotcha. How do you continue after the world literally ends? I say... Because let's think about it. Sam has done pretty much typical animated series type stuff, if you want to think about it that way. Making some interesting decisions, causing the entire audience to be disappointed. And as a result, nobody really likes it. So, what I'm thinking is, he pulls off the magical ending. Pencil gets freed from her past woes, finally gets freed from the loop. One is defeated. Everyone gets their powers back. And then all the Algebralians with all of their powers, somehow, somewhere, there's a reason for them to work together to restore everything. Restore the planets that got blown up. Put the Earth back in its place. Restore the Earth to its former glory. That's what I'm thinking. He pulls off a fairy tale happy ending. Alright, one is defeated. All the Algebralians are happy. They all have their powers back. Let's fix everything. I think Sam would do that. I think he would for an ending. That isn't beyond him. And if anything, that's the one that makes the most sense to me. Because, yeah, one is an enemy to everyone, so when you defeat everyone's enemy, there's unity, I guess. That'd probably be disappointing. If marker gets eliminated in TPOT, you're going to collect every marker and find the markers. Okay, I've almost collected all of them. There's a few that are insanely difficult that I haven't gotten, though. And it's been a while since I've last played, and I'm never going back to Roblox, so my marker count will stay stagnant. 1 out of 10, how has Black Hole saved me? 10. 10 out of 10. Okay. Interesting ABC stuff. Booker TB had the most screen time. Interesting. Donut just becomes the main villain and that's how it continues. That would be very interesting. Like, that'd be 100% out of the blue. Everyone's enemies. BFDIE reference. Trust. Indeed. Warner Brothers. You got every marker? Dang, but Matrix marker is so hard. I don't care about non-existy. I really don't. And I'm not going to get into it. Wouldn't the zeros be immune? Since negative 0 is just 0? Fair, yeah. That would make sense. Algebralians randomly, like, no purpose at all. Grabbed 9 like it was a snack. We'll see what announcer's trying to do. Announcer doesn't know pencil is in there. Oh my gosh, it's Fiery Fan Little 4. I missed out on him. What is Pencil trying to do? Keep the friend group together? Maybe? But, like, Free Smart was already tight. It was Pencil that fumbled everyone. So I'm pretty sure Pencil being in the past was for the original purpose that was said in TPOT 19. To fix everything. I think it's to make people like her again. That's what's happening. She's going back in time so people can like her again. Instead of her fumbling so bad. How could you tell the difference? If you're talking about the art style, Cool Kid, I don't know if Cool Kid is still here. But if you remember what you were talking about here, and if we're talking about how I could tell the difference between it being a drawing or not, it's probably like the brush that was used. You love BFDI, Tiny Cake is cute. I think in TPOT 23 there's no teams, and I think throughout the entire trilogy, there's just no teams. I'm pretty sure it's just chaos for the time being. If Market gets eliminated, it'd be fine because he made it far. Fair. If you're in BFDI, you just get admin commands. Where would you get the admin commands from? Wait, yeah, though, if they give 1 the 4 BFB 6 treatment, I could see Donut being the competition antagonist for a few episodes. Because 1 times 0 is 0. If that's the way they defeat 1, that'd be so funny. That'd be so fudging funny. Non-existent deserves better. Once again, I'm not getting into that. Cyan Ice Cube with eye patch rotated 17 degrees counterclockwise. Donut got more irritable when he had the value of 4 in him or something, so it could be similar with 1, making Donut more antagonistic. There you go. More reasoning for 1. Maybe the powers make you irritable. The more you have of it, the more you have, the more irritable you are. And for objects, they've never had it before, and they're not nearly as, I guess, majestic, for lack of a better term, as algebrailians are. Sophisticated, I don't know. So, catches on real fast. The irrationality. Irritability, whatever word you choose. What if Dora bracelet pencil and Laia joined TPOT? Nope. I'd prefer bracelety and pencil over bracelety and Lai, to be honest. You were actually formerly BFDI and stuff. Huh. Welcome back, Curto Doze. Well, I don't know if it's welcome back, but congratulations, you have found a BFDI fan. Yay! You have been summoned. Cool Kid XYZ. What were you talking about here when you said how could you tell the difference? Were you talking about me noticing the art style? Was that what you were talking about? Thank you for subscribing, Anakin. You're really cool. Really, really cool for doing that. The way how Pencil was doing things and what if Pencil went to the past is definitely better than how Pencil is probably going to do things in canon. Everyone thinks that their version of TPOT would be better than what it's going to be. Which honestly, isn't that a bit, what's the word, egotistical? Very, what's the word? Zealous? No, prideful maybe? I can't think of the word, but it's a word to describe someone making themselves feel superior over everyone else. Making themselves feel like they know better. Which is especially bad in this scenario, because you're saying it's definitely better than how Pencil is probably going to do things. Like, TPOT 24 isn't even out yet. All we have is a teaser of it. And you're placing superiority on either yourself or that video to be like, it's probably just going to be better anyway. Like, holy doubt. Holy doubt. Like, I don't think superiority complex is the right term either. I don't know the word, but there is a word that exists in modern English to describe this. But, like, very interesting that you would just put those ideas in front of something that doesn't even exist yet. Like, dang. You just know it's gonna be bad. That's why I came into TPOT 23 with such a negative attitude. Because I've been on OSC Twitter for so long, and I've met so many people who are just negative Nancy's online. Nobody is gonna be happy, apparently. No one is gonna be happy. So what do those negative people expect? They expect the couple episodes that are coming up to suck anyway. I don't care what the episode's gonna be like in the future, it's probably gonna suck. TPOT 25, it's gonna suck. 26, it's gonna suck. If they somehow get to 30, it's going to suck. Like, okay. If you just think it's going to suck, why do you watch? Why do you watch something you actively dislike? It's Twitter, what were you expecting? Yeah. I originally joined Twitter one as an alternate social media, because the only thing I had at the time was Discord and YouTube. So to have another one was awesome. But two, I joined Twitter because of fan art. I love looking at fan art. Like, different people's art styles, they capture the essence of object shows, just in general, not even just BFDI. They just capture the essence so well in their fan art. So that was the leading thing that got me to be on Twitter. Like, why I stayed. But now that I've stayed so long, I can't get off of it. You never said TPOT 24 is going to suck. I mean, yeah, you didn't say that. You implied it, though. The way how Pencil was doing things in What If Pencil Went to the Past is definitely better than how Pencil's probably going to do things in canon. Probably. Like, in canon, so you obviously mean TPOT 24, because that's the titular episode. Probably gonna, which means you have expectations for the episode. Probably it might happen. Gonna, it's going to. So ideas you have of what might occur in the episode. Like, I don't need to overanalyze your comment. Like, you get what I'm saying. You implied it. You even said definitely, like, you're confident with gusto. Definitely going to be better. Like, definitely? The episode isn't even out, and you're saying it's definitely going to be better. So, like, if you have an idea that you think is definitely going to be better than an episode, doesn't that mean by default you think the episode is going to suck? I mean, like, in the what if she was doing well on the first try, because this what if was made before TPOT 19. Gotcha. Okay. So, if it was on the first try, but now that it's not on the first try, now it's invalidated. Gotcha. You meant TPOT 20. It was made before TPOT 20. But hopefully I still got what you're trying to say. If she was doing it on her first try. But now that she isn't, I think that invalidates it now. They should kill one like they kill 4 in BFB. That would be funny, but only one way to tell. Favorite Nickelodeon's theme song. Pencil's actually fixing her problems. I really do hope they show that, though. Pencil actually fixing her problems. Because, like, we're so far into TPOT now, like, we're in the epic trilogy. So things are going to have to change. So more than likely, like, I feel like that is probable. Me trying to get into Sam's head. Like, you actually really like that Pencil is just low-key selling it at being a good person. Okay. Like, if you look at Pencil's arc as a whole, started in BFDI, was pretty okay. Then BFDIA, she formed Free Smart. Free Smart was a solid team all the way through. Whatever happened in IDFB. Then BFB came around and she started having problems. The problems escalated. And then T-Pop made it worse. And then suddenly she got, like, the most power she's ever gotten. And then she lost it. Just for a chance to make things right. Maybe her going into the past is a turning point? Maybe that's her turning point. Where she looks back at everything. And she realizes what she did wrong. Maybe. And then that's when she turns to be a good person and then actively tries to fix things. Like, comparing this to TPOT 15, TPOT 15 was an entirely different thing. There was a challenge behind it that was still needed to be worried about. Now this, there's not really a challenge anymore. It's just her going through the past. So now that there's no competition weighing her down, maybe now she'll think about the past. and the effects thereof. Maybe this will be her turning point. Only one way to tell. The tour is starting somewhat soon, so we'll find out eventually. The What If was made by Neverbutter. Nicola's going to play a huge role in TPOT 25, 50% share. Your half share that's going to happen. Well, I guess that's good, because you're given chance for it not to happen. Expecting Twitter users to be positive is like expecting fish on land. I can expect fish on land. They get dried up on shore all the time. But I get what you're saying. No matter what, everyone's going to be mad at each TPOT episode because Marker walked a little differently than he usually does. Okay, buddy, not everything's about Marker and TPOT, but that's funny. Will you ever play BFDIA in Roblox? No, I'm not touching Roblox, not even with a 50-foot pole, because of where it's at. Maybe if they get their moderation down, deal with the gross adults in the right way, doesn't separate everyone by ages. Like, I get that. Just have better moderation in general. Don't separate by ages. And then other restrictive policies. Like, it's just become an absolute cesspool. I won't touch it. Even if there are fun OSC games, I just won't touch it. So Team Alive and Team Dead still exists. I don't know. Hopefully, well, I can't say that. We'll just have to find out. How do they even find all of these in the song? I don't know. It's just BFDI being goofy, which is what I love about Jack and Jellify. They're always goofy no matter what. Second song, very fun. Why did the Recovery Center and Recover Bottle and Loser in Hell? Because the Recovery Center was not in its best shape. It's just, it's bad. The Recovery Center is just messed up. It's stuffed up. Everyone else's messages are just locked. Wouldn't be shocked if if the tour has used as paintings. It'd be cool if they were like paintings or posters. I might buy it. Yep, somebody answered recovery glitched. J&J always cooks. Not always. J&J doesn't always cook. The BFDIA recap they released recently wasn't exactly the best. But I'll still take it. You streamed your reaction to TPOT 23 was 2 minutes out. That's crazy. The objects are from different planets in space. That'd be wild. It's Winterall. This time I can tell because of the tag. I kind of hate that they made the Season 1 remaster canon. You joined on this so you can animate your show. Okay. I am indifferent to it. I was a little disappointed because like the remaster should stay as it is, as it was intended to be. A remaster. It shouldn't really explain anything that wasn't explained before. It's just meant to remaster everything, make it look good. But I'm indifferent to it. Like, do whatever you want. Is there anything you don't hate? Puppy Spark does raise a point. Soundshay Man. Yeah. What do you like about TPOT? I'm curious now. Let's flip the script. Is there anything that you have positive thoughts on about TPOT? Because, like, I don't want to reduce you to a one-note person, obviously. People are more complex than just having one idea. So, what are some things you really like about TPOT? Well, you do like TPOT, you don't hate it. Okay, yeah, it's just aspects of Teapot that you hate. Like, I get it. I like to be critical, but you gotta mix the good with the bad. Yeah. Otherwise, you're gonna sound like Fanny. I hate, I hate, I hate. Um, Teapot is your second favorite season. BFDI slightly beating it. I agree. Oh hey, I skipped to when someone subbed. Still so cool that they did that. Massive respect. Writers can't decide if 3 is good or bad. You prefer Villain 3. I mean, yeah, we've only seen 3 for the first time in Teapot 20. So I think 3 started out as good, as everyone's friend. And then 3 is bad because of all the events that happened between then and now. You're working on a defeat a guy challenge right now. Nice. Dude, the chat rate is so inconsistent. Yeah, I did notice this guy typing those 2 numbers in the background. Was Puppy Spark not there to stop it? Dang. It was revealed in Teapot 15 that BFDI Mini is canon. Oh, yeah, no, duh. Thanks for reminding me, past Sam Shay man. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're right. Teapot 15 did that. And there I was, reacting to Teapot 23. Be like, wait a minute, what? Did they do this already? I love Teapot 15, and somehow I forgot about that. I'm such a fake fan. Oh, I'm such a fake fan. You missed it? You have stream in the background is watching a show with your brother. Ah, gotcha. Oh no, it's evil, just a guy. Right. Squashy cherry. You think Donut will get eliminated as well as Fanny in Teapot 25? Um. Um. Danger Marker wanting a crown. Spamming. Someone sneezed. Bless you. Hello, Hyena. Nice to see you. Bro, ain't no way Fanny gets booted. No. I feel like Fanny's gonna make it far. I really do. Do you have any tips for your show? You want to make it a 4-parter, but you don't know if that's good enough. Do you think Grassy will be out as Grassy is getting too much screen time? Grassy's a fan favorite, and I love Grassy, so who knows? Anyways, I'll give you show advice once I am caught up, which I'm getting really close. There's only that much left. Dude, Danger Marker and the non-existy rep. Dang. 3 has always been free, they just chose to stay. I feel like that is true. We don't want another nice character winning, because it'll be so predictable. Fair, yeah. Guys, let's sing Black Hole's song and don't tell imaginations. Well, now I know. Hello, FZ2011. Sorry for not recognizing you a few seconds ago. Nice to see ya. If Black Hole wins Teapot, you will suck up that Bower. You used to want Pen to win. Your betting marker and Book are still on the chopping block. Book was bottom 3 and just won a season. And I think the reason Marker got as many votes was because he was the only Death Pact member. And just won a season. Oh, Not O-N-E-1, W-O-N-1. So now that there's more Death Pact members there, marker will be devalued. I guess we'll see about that. That is probable. That's plausible. So like all the Fanny and Black Hole voters jump to him. Want Fanny to win, but I think Black Hole is kind of most likely. You know what? TB, Grassy, Marker. As much as I absolutely love the frick out of the three of you, I'm rooting for Fanny. I have to say it. I'm rooting for Fanny to win. I want her to go all the way. Honestly, all the reasons I've been seeing here, it just makes sense. Like, Fanny's the one that makes the most sense. Not once in my life did I think I'd be rooting for Fanny, but here I am. Why is Cake tiny? Because of Snowball. In TPOT 22, in case you missed it, Snowball tried to use the power that he has from 2, what little of it that he has, to free everyone from 2's elimination place, but he accidentally made Cake really tiny. So now we pretty much have Cake Jr., essentially. Don't jump on its winner, but they want Book to win. Marker Insane Comeback Theory. Okay. Small creators assemble. Holy 35 viewers. This stream's popping off. It already has 671 views. It is popping off. I like this. Anti-Villian. I did notice the chat slightly dying, because I could see it out of the corner of my eye. I have OBS open on my right monitor, so I can see out of the corner of my eye how a chat rate is going, without actually seeing the messages, because they're way too small for me to read without me focusing. No. Right here. Right here. That's what I was talking about. I really hope 3 doesn't become negative. Dude. I was talking a lot here. It's the same scene. Well, actually, we had Ice Cube Jr. and BFB 13 through TPOT 2. Yeah. That's you're talking about that's more than your sub count. Oh, I misunderstood. I thought you said that's more your sub count. Like, I was looking at my sub count instead of the view count. My bad. Bro, let me see more of chat. Brother. Thank you. 41 now. This is actually so peak. And answered one fight in TPOT 23. Now that I finished watching, yes, I like your channel name. Resub for the thing. I don't think people unsubbing and resubbing works. I don't know. Maybe people did do that and it does work and I just got fooled successfully. But I don't think it works that way. 3 has been free, formatted the whole place for her. 3 could walk around but chose to be in the cell. There you go. There's analysis. You're still live? Yep. I'm doing, as the title said, reaction discussion. TPOT 23 reaction discussion. This will end, though, once I am done discussing. Viraminalutang. That's your new word. Okay. Nyan Force. 51 viewers. I was popping off. You think TPOT 24 will focus more on Black Hole and Pencil? Definitely Pencil, we all know that. But Black Hole? Probable, we'll have to see. 2-1 is my biggest ship. Loved how everyone complained when Pencil's taking up all the screen time and then complained when she didn't get much screen time. Yeah, that's interesting. The switch up is interesting. And yes, I did say I'll show the video once I'm done discussing, because I hate to butt in. Black Hole Song is haunting you because it's so good. Nyan Cat, Nyan Force. If Punzo's in the past, is she messing up the past by trying to fix her relationships? That's my whole Control-C, Control-V universe theory. I'm really hoping that what she's doing isn't generating a profound effect on the universe around her. That was a reference to lyrics from a song, which you will never get unless you know who the artist Ramses B is, which I bet nobody in here would know. Yo, hi Rocky buddy, Rocky, hi buddy, Rocky buddy, Rocky. Black hole, black hole, black hole. Little does he know. Oh, little did I know then, me complaining about wanting a full version. Little did I know. It's like Pencil 8, all of the screen time for lunch. You always thought the cake was a girl. Don't worry, Danger Marker, I did too. When I first watched TPOT, I thought cake was a girl too. But I have been corrected since then. I have shaped up to be a better man. Just you wait. There is more, just wait. I just had to stop being impatient. Bro doesn't know yet. Bro doesn't know. You think it's Zachary that made the song. Okay. He doesn't know, just wait, bro. If it was made by Zachary, it's the most Zachary thing to do. Get digging, golf ball. You think one's a little underpowered, like everyone is able to beat her. I guess, yeah, make it a little bit harder. That is fair. A little bit harder, a little bit more tough of a battle. I could get past that. It's been like 4 episodes, yeah. Imagine called Cake a Girl in Teapot 22, you saw it and pointed it out. Wait, frick, I forgot I did that. There's also someone else's name. I forgot who I kept saying wrong. There was someone else's name that I kept getting wrong in Teapot 22, and people kept correcting me. And I kept getting it wrong. You can't sleep because of the Black Hole song. It was so peak. Indeed. Like I just said, rip to the people who had the negative numbers be opposite personality versions of the normal numbers. Teapot 23 ruined their dreams. Yeah, that's true. If anyone was a fan of 55, a character that they made up, that they headcanoned, and they see it in Teapot, except they're negative, what of them? That theory is so fire, actually. Yeah, I do think about theories and with Teapot a lot. Because Teapot is such a good season. We called Naily Needle at the beginning. Yeah. We asked Pin Jr. BFDIA 1214 with no face. I guess? Does it really count if there's no face? She's no longer a sentient object. I don't... well... Very interesting edge case. My friend 27 will never sleep again. It's for the plot, but I get what you're saying. Yep. Get digging, Ruby. Kinda wish you killed Ruby in that scene. It would have raised stakes and made her feel less weak. I guess, yeah. If you had a few people die, which people did die, yes. But I guess Ruby dying would add. Like, maybe adding just one more death. Because Ruby has been historically weak. So, if there were to be one more death, Ruby would make sense. And have that, like, be the one more death and that's it. So that way one still looks threatening. I don't think they will beat one. It's too easy and Tool put everyone UFE. I want to know why they made one have so many skill issues. She could have won in seconds. That's the reason why they gave her so many skill issues. Because she could have won in seconds. This is meant to be an epic trilogy. There's a plan behind all of this. So why would you want the trilogy to end? Or, yeah, the namesake of the trilogy to end so soon? Like, this is titled Defeat 1 for a reason. So why would you want one defeated in one episode? OMG, here's a robot I want to build in the future. I believe in you, Danger Marker. You can do this. Wonder what happened to 14. Yeah, haven't seen him in quite a while. Because does 2 actually think the contestants can beat 1? Honestly, I think he just has faith. Like, pure faith. Like, he has no reason to believe that they can defeat 1 at all. His only hope is assuming that the contestants can do it. He's just like, I don't know about you guys, I really don't. But at this point, I have nothing else to believe in. Please defeat 1. I mean, they shouldn't have made 1 that strong because she lost to Ruby. Because she didn't want to kill them like 3 again. She just wants the power. You notice how Lai holds 1 into space for 10 seconds. She didn't want to, but she did because she was going to lose it. Astute observation winner. Oh my gosh. An actually smart chat message. Okay, I'm sorry. Nonetheless, yeah. Yeah. One hesitated. Yeah. And while she destroyed the Algebralians' planets that they were on, she didn't destroy the Algebralians themselves. She destroyed the planets so there's nowhere they could run to. And plus, the explosion power of the planet crumbling into pieces is enough to push them towards her. So, yeah, no. She probably still innately has that fear of 3, of what happened to 3. So, when getting the powers, she preserves them. So that hesitation with Lai probably demonstrated that again. She doesn't want to kill people. She doesn't want to do another 3. Finally! Oops, I dropped something. So that makes sense. That makes sense. What's your thoughts on Marker's song? Hello, the Eye Guy. Marker's song is peak. That's all I have to say. 1 word. Peak. Or I guess 2 words. Fire. Honestly, so good. At this point, we should just have 4 be the host for the rest of TPOT, because at least he can actually come up with challenges. Well, that would be plausible. This is 2 season. It's even in the name. So, it has to be left up to 2. 4 could give suggestions, but that's about it. She just wants 3 back, but Lai left her no choice to kill because she didn't want to get far away. Maybe you're right. Look at that. We're analyzing details. This is what I want people. I wanted people to do TPOT 20. What I did in the ranking video, I posted on my second channel. Yes! Yes! I need more people like you, It's Winner. Where you actually analyze the content. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you're so good. Oh my gosh. Yes, all these tiny details that Sam's leaving around for us to pick up, but we don't pick up because we focus on the mistakes too much. We focus on 1 being nerfed too much. We focus on 3 not being how we expected too much. To notice the details that Sam is dropping. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, thank you, It's Winner. Oh my gosh. You wonder, what does one think will happen after covering 3? Does she think it'll be all rainbow and sunshine again? Alright, CF, Phineas and Ferb, yes. Casey, SFX, no. If 1 successfully recovers 3, because, this is a Defeat 1 trilogy. So who's to say 1 won't be defeated before she attempts to recover 3 even. Like, if she does get that opportunity, I think, yeah, I believe one would think that it would be all rainbow and sunshine again. Because, like, that's a common villain trope when it comes to animated movies with villains like this. Or I guess it's not even strictly animated, it can be live action too. Where villains have a motive for why they're doing what they're doing, and they believe it will help so much, they believe everything will finally go back to normal, but everything they're doing is in vain, it's in bad faith, so they end up ruining it for themselves. Kind of like Harold and the Purple Crayon. The villain in that movie tries everything he could to get the girl he wants, but in the end, he just ends up abusing his power and causing destruction. So, yeah. I think one might be in that same headspace too. Please let 3 come back. I can finally apologize. Things will go back to normal, but one is already too far gone. If I do a waiting stream, they'll be attending. I don't usually do waiting streams because I exist in a room with a pretty noisy younger brother. So waiting streams probably will not exist. Unless for whatever reason they do. One killed Lai so easily, so she could really kill them so easily too because Lai was too close. I mean, Lai was far but still died. Can't stop singing Marco's Black Hole song. You have some things to say about TPOT 20 though. You can tell 3 wasn't listening as she was sketching, so she didn't know that 1 didn't want them to tell. That's why she said yeah, not sarcasm, but meaning as she's not listening. I mean, if you're not listening and you just say something, it could be 3 words. Sarcasm, not listening, and being dismissive. So it's still the same thing that I thought. 3 isn't paying complete attention. You don't think 1's main goal is to recover 3 anymore. It's all about power and IDK making them suffer. That's the thing, though. If 1 truly wanted to make them suffer, she would have destroyed the Algebralians after getting each of their powers. If she really wanted to make everyone suffer, she would have destroyed the Earth by now. She would have destroyed Lai immediately. She would have gone on a mass killing spree. But that's not it. Hello, Heavenly Mangadan. I already reacted to TPOT 23. If you want to see it, it's literally this video right here. Search up TPOT 23 reaction. Right here. This 2.5 hour long video. If you want to see me react, go there. This, if you didn't read the title of this stream, this is post TPOT 23 reaction discussion part 2. So, this is post reaction discussion. We're discussing, we're talking. So if you didn't read the title, that's not my problem. So I think 1's goal is still to recover 3. Like, why else would that be on the whiteboard still? On the chalkboard, rather. And, yeah, why wouldn't she just destroy the Algebralians already? She's preserving the Algebralians, she's preserving the contestants. So, would you say 1 is nerfed? If she doesn't want to kill people? Because now that we uncovered this, maybe 1 isn't nerfed. Because if we discovered that her hesitating to kill Lai is the same thing as not hurting the other Algebralians, like, she's a villain, she's mad, yet for whatever reason she's preserving them. She's not mad enough to kill them. Maybe that's why she's not killing everyone else? Maybe it isn't being nerfed, but she just doesn't want a repeat of 3? So she's resorting to methods of getting the power that isn't killing people. Imagine if that's some kind of sick, twisted reasoning. Like, imagine if 1 said, you know what, I'll prove myself to everyone. I'll get the power without hurting people. I'll get it without destroying everyone. I will not make a 3 happen again. Everyone will all be in one piece, but I will still get the power and recover her anyway. That way, when I recover 3, people will think I'm a savior, and they will praise me, and they'll finally be my friend. They'll stop ignoring me. And since they saw that I didn't kill all of them, they'll think I'm a good person. So they'll also like me for that too. Honestly, I think I like that idea. I think I like that theory. I think I really, really, really like that. 1 doesn't want to kill people. She just wants the power. So she can prove herself to everyone else. Because like that was the idea that TPOT 20 was setting up anyway. TPOT 20 was setting that up. The whole, I can prove myself, I am sorry. So, prove herself by getting the power without killing everyone. So it's like, look, I recovered 3, and I didn't kill any of you. Maybe, maybe, I don't know. It's within one's character, it makes sense. Your challenge in TPOT 1, 2, 8, 12, 14. Your challenge is a real challenge. By the way, why did 3 still get her powers? After she was recovered by 1, when she died. Like, when 3 died, did that power just be absorbed to 1 or something else? Because I'm pretty sure that when 3 was recovered, it was out of thin air, not from her dead corpse. Yeah, when 3 was eliminated, it was from thin air. Not her dead corpse. So you're thinking that 3's powers are gone. Or why does she still have it? I guess when you get the powers, they stay with you? Unless someone removes it from you? It's kind of like, I think we can liken this to Gady and her 8 gimmick. There was a good amount of people that were disappointed that when Gady got recovered in TPOT 22 that she didn't get recovered without her 8 gimmick. People are disappointed in that. They thought the recovery would make sure that she's cured. So maybe it's the same reasoning with 3. 3 still has their powers because that. Like, it's not a recovery center that is true. I forgot what reasoning they had, but there was some kind of reasoning for why Sod still had the 8 gimmick. And more than likely, it's a similar reasoning. Also, I was really upset because they made 3 act like 1. 3 acted like 1 because they're not in the right headspace. They just got traumatized, they died, they came back, but they didn't come back like themselves. And their body is glitching out. So, like, literally they're living in hell, I think it could say. Like, I can't imagine how painful that must feel. The migraines that must induce, so on and so forth. Being in the position 3 is must not feel good at all. So thinking rationally, that's out the window. You think one wants to recover 3, but still wants revenge on 4. Honestly, yeah. Why else would 3 trap 4 in the moon? So recover 3, revenge on 4. I mean, yeah, no. 4 is the one that trapped 1 to begin with. Yeah. So when it comes to 4, 1 wants revenge. Everyone else just wants the power so she can get 3 back. The challenge in TPOT 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 13, 23. Your challenge is to fix this vase. Okay. Opinion on the elimination? It went the way I wanted it to go. I wanted Lai out. Actually, no, it didn't go the way I want to go. I was okay with it. 50-50. Lai went out, which is what I wanted, but Winner got out, which is what I didn't want. I would prefer Book to get out over Winner. So, I'm half and half. Half yay, half nay. Also, hello, Donny the Pony, nice to see ya. Hey, like, listen, Teapot 13, save us. 14, capture the flag. 15, save our world. 16, hide and seek. 17, lots of challenges that can be deadly. 18, credit card. 19. Kill each other. 21. Open a door. 23. Kill one. That's a cool theory. Thank you, silly ever. I think a lot about this. I really do. I let TPOT marinate in my brain. I let the good qualities of TPOT marinate in my brain, not the bad ones. I ignore the bad ones so that I can theorize. Unlike 90% of the OSC, apparently, who thinks of the bad first before the theorizing. And as a result, it gets in the way. Well, what if it wasn't to prove herself, but for her to not get punished and have all of that drama happen again? Either or, yeah. Fear of being punished again. Or just to prove herself. Or maybe it's to prove herself so the drama doesn't happen again. Both can exist. Shut up. It's not my fault if you can't read the title, Heavenly Mangadon. It's not my fault if you can't read the title, Heavenly Mangadon. BFDA is starting to have adult jokes, like the middle finger Robati trying to say piece of and 2 saying hellbent, which kind of shocked me. Yeah. It is interesting. But I mean, I could smell BFDI trying to mature from a mile away. Like, I could smell it, metaphorically speaking. So for it to finally start doing that is pretty cool. Oh yeah, but what if 3's original power is in her dead corpse and she got new powers from 1? Honestly, that would be interesting. I mean, I don't think 9-year-olds are watching BFDI, so... 9-year-olds. Like, that would be interesting. One giving 3 powers. So basically 3 has the same powers as 1, but just weaker, since 1 still has her powers. So 3 could have like a portion of 1's powers, so 3 will still be vulnerable, and 1 will be a little bit weaker. So like, thinking about it in a more story sense, 1 giving some power to 3, I guess for pity? Or because she really wants a legitimate chance at recovering 3, so she's going to try to keep 3 alive. Try to convince 3 that she's good by giving power. Like, that could be a reason for the power staying in the original body, and as such, 1 gives some power away. But I personally don't see that. It's interesting to think about, though. I also don't look at BFDI mistakes, because they are hardly noticeable until someone bring it up. Also, there's a god in BFDI because they said, oh my goodness, before. I suppose so, if I'm to look at it that way. Thanks for being another me at its winner, not looking at BFDI mistakes. We have another sensible person in this chat, in the OSC world. That makes me feel better, that there's one other person out there that's sensible. Like, yeah, how in this episode Robot Flower is a lot more animated. Same here. I like that. I like it when characters are more animated. 2 Yo-Yo Cities. Robot is more sassy now. Roboti. It's implied she watched the whole show. She even reminds Leaf of how alone she was in BFDIA. Yeah, the one problem with that scene, though, I don't know if Puppy Spark is still here. Probably is, just listening. But, like, when TPOT 13 initially came out, we thought it was implied that 1 didn't watch everything. Because saying Leafy is alone, just like her, yet all of us knew that Leafy had Fiery. So, she couldn't have watched the whole show, because obviously she needed to have missed some details in order to come to that assumption, right? I don't know. You're gonna play games with grandmother in 10 minutes? Alright. You think that black hole is the one that's gonna suck up 1 having, like, I don't know, for his life pack? You don't think they will defeat 1? Only one way to find out. Join me in Chicago for the tour finale. Oh, that's not... Yeah. I'm joking. Not many people here can join me. It's so cool that you read every single comment and put your opinions. Indeed. Because I care about people. And plus, I want to be a more well-versed person in terms of opinions. Because if there's anything I hate being stuck with my own opinions. Because then I go on Twitter or I do these live streams and then I don't understand where people are coming from. I like to have a more well-rounded view. So I can see what people's thoughts are. And be like, oh, okay, so that's why people think this about that. And maybe this does need to be fixed, or this could be better, so on and so forth. Because sometimes people do have good criticisms. That does happen. People do have good criticisms. It's just, I need to back it up with a lot of other opinions too, so it actually makes sense instead of just, I hate this should have been better. Ribbit's ready for some paint. Cool. Saying you're going there on social media is crazy because people are crazy online. I'm no Mr. Beast. I am safe. I am safe. Don't worry. Plus, as long as I have you guys in chat, nobody can really hate me. I mean, people can hate me, no duh. People have freedom of speech, freedom of expression. They can say whatever they may. But, like, I think you get what I'm trying to say. If Black Hole sucked one up and that's how they beat her, that would suck 100%. No pun intended. It would be just bad. I do agree. 656 subs, more like 1,000. Dang. I mean, I'm not at 1,000 yet. I'm still taking my time. But okay. Marry me, Leafy. I love Leafy too, but you like Clock more. Puppy Spark really likes Clock, but loves Leafy too. Someone says I love TD more than they love Leafy. Be nice, bro. You think a clay ribbon is cool. I do think it's possible for them to defeat one, but the classic cartoon endings, all happy, no sad. Evil dies, good one lives. Maybe they'll do an alternate ending like BFDIE, IDK. You like to help out, but you can't. That's alright. I don't expect just one person to make so many alts to boost my sub count, and plus I don't really stand by that. Oh, help out with my show, not with boosting the sub count. But you're under 14 and don't have Discord. That's alright. As long as you are still in the OSC by the time you do have Discord, and are 16, well, yeah, then, like, yeah, as long as you're still in the OSC, then you're still gonna have that passion. And as long as you still have that passion, I'd love to have you on my team. So, stay strong. I believe in you. You can get past your immature teenage ages. As long as you're still in the OSC, I know you'll be a good person. Wait, you decoded 656, number of subs I have, and it means mom. Whoa. I'm secretly thinking about my mom. Ooh. I feel like giving out a spoiler about something. But I'll leave that up for interpretation. Might be a little because you're 11. Oh. Okay. You were one of the better 11-year-olds that I've seen. If not one of the best 11-year-olds that I've seen. So, like, no shame. No tea, no shame. You're really good for an 11-year-old. You're really well behaved. So congratulations to you. It's just... most 11-year-olds on the internet, excluding, I guess, you and Puppy Spark, they tend to be immature. Like, really immature. And that's why all the social media bans are happening, especially for those under 16. Because while there may be good 11-year-olds like you, unfortunately, most people under 16 are still immature, and plus, their brains have yet to develop. And I know this firsthand. My server got doxxed like 4 times because of immature people under 16. My server got raided and doxxed because of people under 16 that didn't know right from wrong. They just knew funny from unfunny. That's all they knew. And apparently what's funny dictated what's right. And I know people from middle school and high school that were immature until they went past the age of 16. So, like, I know from experience that people under 16 tend to be immature. But the fact that I have a W11-year-old in here, 2 W11-year-olds, nah, you're cool. Any 11-year-olds who know how to behave themselves and have the IQ of a 27-year-old, bravo to you. You're honestly amazing. If only there were more 11-year-olds like you. You're under 16, you're gonna get banned. No. You're already my moderator. You're already cool. I made a decision to make you mod. I will not ban you. Like, the way my policy goes, I want to know whether you're above 13 or 16 ahead of time, so I can at least keep the moderation position safe. But if you are a W11 or under 16-year-old and you're already mod, then that's perfectly fine. Like, if I made you mod because you just act really mature, then I'm not taking it back. Why would I take mod away from a person who's mature? Let's be real. You don't feel 11, you feel like you're 30. You are a W15-year-old. I mean, holy cow. You are mature. You know how to make your own show and make it good. And you know how to mod really well. And you're always hard at work. Like, no, you are a W15-year-old. You know what you're doing. Top 10 15-year-olds I know. And winner is one of the top few 11-year-olds. So, props to you guys. You have learned. You've modded for like 2 others. Dang. I think you mentioned that before, but still, dang. Do not flex your IQs. I suppose so. Yours isn't a negative. You're not leaking your age. Hey. No shame in leaking your age, at least on this stream. Albeit, I do get it. It's a public stream. So if you leak it here, everyone's going to see. But when it comes to me, you can tell me. I'm 18. I know what I'm doing. And I just complimented an 11-year-old. So, if you were to, like, DM me your age, then I'm fine. You can do that. If you keep yourself mature at such a young age, props to you. You've never modded a channel. Your friend moderates yours. Well, not many people are on here. Everyone here is chill. Yeah. And you don't really care, nothing wrong with your age. Indeed. You're about to turn 90 this year. Dang. Happy birthday, silly. Going back to the task at hand, though. I wonder whose hand is that? That's Bottle's hand. Almost done. Womp womp. Pmow pmow. Why is there a lot of screen time for BFDIA finalists? I don't think that was intentional. Like the implication that NIP14 got infected. If that is a valid implication, that'd be so funny. Black Hole Song is a bop. Indeed, it's a remix of Motorway. I picked up on that. Clock spoke! Woo! Sacrifice, sacrifice. Lai was generally the best character. Lai went from a D+ tier to a B- tier. Let's go! Lai for the sacrifice, honestly a goated moment. Indeed. You think they're showing more Lai because we voted for her in the rejoin? Oh yeah, speaking of rejoin, I doubt the rejoin is going to happen. Because, like, TPOT 22 was basically another TPOT 20, in a sense that they were going through history. Except this time it was the history of people in 2's elimination area. And, like, 2 said rejoin. Like, if you follow the timeline throughout that episode, 2 said rejoin before the rejoin even happened. Like, what was it? TPOT 10, 11 was when the rejoin happened? And following the timeline in TPOT 22, he said that before that. Oh, it was confirmed on a meetup? There are? But that'd have to be last year's meetup, not this one. Welcome back from AFK, by the way, Nutty Nature. I guess only one way to find out. I guess the most I can do is doubt. But I guess we'll figure it out. We'll see. Spammers must be punished. Again, I hope announcer just goes to one and says we had to remove your power due to budget cuts. That'd be so funny. BFB 15 trash shut. Y'all say you want to rejoin, but do you really want a character to stick around for like 5 episodes and then get eliminated because rejoiners aren't winning BFDI? True, yeah. That's another thing that I just didn't say, but it's like, it's something obvious, so I didn't have to say it. That there's only so many TPOT episodes left, so what would a rejoin do? Well, the eliminated contestant said that 2 is probably going to do a rejoin. Hello, Rolip. Welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, this is the third of 3 streams that I've done today because 2 of them got cut off due to internet issues. If you want to see my original reaction, go to the live stream that's titled TPOT 23 reaction that I'm currently looking at right now. For what the title of this stream is called, post TPOT 23 reaction discussion. I'm discussing after TPOT 23. So nice to see you're here. At like TPOT 22. Can ya please do a live when like you're animating or something? Gotta go. Alright, see ya, winner. An animation stream. That would be curious. But like the only thing I'm quote unquote animating right now is the storyboards for flashes. And that can get a little spoilery. So if I'd ever do an animation stream, I'd have to do one like Malleus does, where the entire screen is just covered up. It's just me talking while you don't even see what the heck I am doing. Maybe. If you're down for that, a stream where you can't see what I'm doing, aside from the timeline, then sure, I can do that. If you're down for just timeline stream, then sure. Also, technically the rejoin in TPOT 12 was a debut, as none of the exiters were previously competing in TPOT. I don't know why the writers kept calling it a rejoin. Ha. Yeah, Nutty Nature. I have done a Drawing OC stream. That's what this is. Puppy Spark, ERLC, Dark Matter, Pixie, It's Winter, Grassy, and Snowball. This is from my 600 sub special stream. I still have that tab saved because that was my 600 gaming stream, 600 sub special gaming stream, and those are the people that won. And I said, I promise you guys a drawing if you guys won, and that tab's still open. That promise is still going. I just have to find the time to draw. Like, I want to draw it live, but this live stream has gone on for far too long. So, some stream I'll draw the winners, eventually. So I've never done a Drawing OCs explicitly stream, but I definitely did have that. You're good at that? Okay, as long as you're gonna show up for the animating, but it's just a timeline stream, then I will definitely do that. Someday I will definitely do that. As long as I know you're gonna be there. At least one person is watching. You remember the Hunger Games thing? Gonna do another stream like that for 700? Also another game stream, please. I missed the other one. You drowned in a frozen lake when it was mashed by a spear. Yeah, that was really unfortunate. You should do a stream that is specifically BFDI Gartic Phone, where like we play Gartic Phone, but it's specifically BFDI themed. Okay. So, people want another gaming stream, an animating stream, one that could be BFDI specific, maybe exclusively Gartic Phone. And I did receive feedback on the other post asking for it. So I'll take this all into consideration. Maybe the 700 sub special can also be another gaming stream. It was fun. But at the same time, my real life conditions, this computer may or may not go bye-bye at that point. So I guess if you want to make sure that the 700 gaming stream does happen, subscribe! Get your friends, your family to subscribe. I don't know. Go outside, find the nearest stranger walking on the sidewalk or the street, pin them down, and say you should subscribe to Imaginations. So you can get to 700 so you can do the gaming stream. I don't know. That whole thing was a joke, by the way. I don't want to be greedy. I really don't. I appreciate every single sub I get. And to push for that is just not my thing. That's why I've never said subscribe in a video before. In terms of a video I've published, I've never really said that. Because I don't like pushing. I really don't. Nonetheless, I need to hit 700 sooner or later for that to happen. So that way I don't lose the computer. So, in the description, future ideas, 700 sub, gaming stream, maybe BFDI themed, with Gartic Phone. Save. You have to finish 2 animations by Friday. Cool kid, that was me with the mini-series. When I was animating the mini-series, I'm like, oh crap, I gotta get this finished by the end of the week. And mind you, I do have real-life events that I have to go to. Almost all of my Fridays and Saturdays are taken up. So, it's fine, cool kid, if you don't finish the 2 animations by Friday. Unless you're animating for, like, an official team, it's fine. It's fine. Give yourself grace. Imagine someone running towards you, randomly screaming in your face, saying, subscribe, rah! We got leg in chat from OAIS. Maybe another BFDI themed thing from the game where it's like Pictionary. It's been months since. You have to finish B-File 1Q by whatever. That's the cool part about being a YouTuber. Finish it by whatever. Take your time. Clumsy tennis ball. The door. Come on, let's finish this. 3 telling them to get out of here. Like, girl, WTF do you think they're trying to do? Can algebrailians recover? Yes. I like how they remember that one bit about Zero having a crush on 15. Same, it's so funny. Why is X down near the racist? It's still low on the niceness chart because of BFB2. Leafy never forgets. Leafy never forgets. Fire Eefy is real. Fire Eefy wins again. Whatever this comment is. Oh my gosh, get out of the way. Contestants Junior. My guy, what? Pillow and Fanny. Bombastic side-eye. You think the date in their spaceship is wrong. You know it's at least January from TPOT 21. Yeah. Something's just going wrong at that date thing. These ads are actually annoying. Oh my gosh, it's Bot in the real. And apparently Bot can speak Spanish. I can kind of speak Spanish too. I mean, I took 3 years of it in high school. So I know a good bit about it. I've just never really spoken it. I've never really put it into practice. Oopsies. So can I say I speak Spanish if I understand how it works? Probably not. If I'm not actually explicitly speaking it, then no. So they're probably in the past as well. More ribbits. Yep, I'm looking at chat. Either those guys will be with Pencil and TPOT 24 or they'll be teleported into the BFDI hell. I do not think they'll be going into the BFDI hell. Ain't no way that rift is taking them there. Cyclonic's going New York, July 11th. Woo! Which is really, really soon, actually. No spoilers, Cyclonic. In this old chat and this new chat. No spoilers after July 11th. No, we ain't having that. I still need my turn to go. You're not because you're from Oklahoma. Aw, that's sad. Yeah. You'd have your parents would have to be extra dedicated and willing to pay gas money just to drive you to any of the nearest locations. Because your family just won't let you go. Sounds like you're a young kid anyway. Junior the Disney fan W8C2. I mean, I hate to judge ages based on usernames. But the way you talk and the way your username is, it sounds like you're young anyway. So it's a good thing they don't let you go. You can imitate the 4 voice? I don't think so. And I need to drink water anyway. TPOT 24 coming July 10th. You think so? Only one way to find out. Eggy Gore. You actually want the Taggy plush. Okay. Peak episode, love it. 10 out of 10. As Peppy Sparks said earlier, 7 out of 10. I'll be on the fence of whether I'll get the Taggy plush. I have no reason to, but it might be cool to just get it, just to get it. You think you like it more when the trilogy is fully out? I guess yeah, surrounding context. Eastern Oklahoma, near Fort Smith, Arkansas. Dang. Okay. Cash has returned. Right before the stream failed. If you like my full thoughts, post. Yep, I looked at it. Marker and Taggy is real. I don't know. Also because you still think this episode is an episode of T-Pop better than 20 through 21, but you like 22 more. Okay. Alright. Yep, when the rest of it is out. T-Pot ain't ending after this. Absolutely not. Southwestern Florida, dang. Wait. Florida's not that big. It's not as big as Texas or... I don't think. Did they remove the tour destination for Florida? I don't think so. So you could go. You could go. They've touched Florida before. Sing. I imagine if that's what they're doing, one might kill a vast majority of the contestants. Schmoggly, schmaggly. Yeah, I guess, but the difference is Act 1 of the IF finale. It knew who it wanted to focus on. I feel like NPY, biggest problem with the episode is it tries to focus on way too amnesia characters. Fair, yeah. So the essence is comparable, but aside from that, the chaos isn't. It's chaotic, and there's a story to tell, a villain to defeat. It's the peak of Teapot right now. So then what happens after? So my stream really did just cut off like that. So what happens? And it cuts off. You've been so distracted by Deltarune Chapter 5 and now your family's here. I have yet to finish playing Undertale. I started streaming that on my second channel and never finished. So it's gonna if I ever do, it's gonna be a while until I touch Deltarune. Gonna leave in like 5 minutes, your head hurts. Alright. See ya, silly. It was nice having you. You don't give yourself deadlines. Because it just adds extra stress. Yeah, it does. I give myself deadlines because I feel like I'm not a responsible enough of a person. Which, in all realities, that is true. I could stand to be a bit more responsible. But nonetheless, I removed the deadline stuff from me now. Because, if anything, I do need to focus on the storyboards a bit more. You will never complete something by a certain deadline. You'll never complete anything other than your meal. Food. We love food. Oh yeah, you have to start second part of the first episode of the show you made, which I have to start from like August and finish somewhere in early September. It takes months to do an episode in Toon Squid. Hey. September is a good amount away. So take your time. I ain't rushing you. No one is rushing you. You have no one to really please. So you're good. You're good. Take until September. You're somewhat annoyed by the advertisements for the tour. I'm glad it's at the end of the episode this time and not like at the start like BFDIA. Fair, yeah. Doing it at the start reminds me of like, what was it? Post-split? Where Jack and Jellify was genuinely and for a good reason a little desperate for money. Because, I mean, like, trying to pull off a big team, even if they don't animate well, is still a bit stifling in terms of financials. So putting the ads at the beginning of the episodes was necessary. But nonetheless, yeah, that's what it reminded me of. Technically the beginning of TPOT 21 shows grassy you're building everything from TPOT 19 to TPOT 21. Yeah, and that does include December 13th. Okay. Well, there we go. Cyclonics refusing to upload because of procrastination. Completely understandable. Just don't let procrastination get the better of you. Don't let it do that. Don't let it get the better of you. Oh yeah, you're in Florida. I'm pretty sure that the nearest tour destination is in Texas. Oh, dang. Okay, so they did move away from Florida. You live in Canada, so you're never seeing it. I'm sorry, Puppy Spark. I mean, they're trying. You can see they're trying. They have one destination in the UK, in London. So they're trying to expand. So who knows? Maybe Canada will be soon. Well, this type of stuff only happens once a year, so relatively soon. Well, so a long time away, but relatively soon. Don't worry, I have faith. Another stream to prepare for the TOILETA reaction. Phew. People just be shipping anyone at this point. And your world money is an exploit. That was a screening, you think? Dang, 10. Like the latest screening that had Miami. But Miami is 3 hours away and as hot that's ever going to be possible on Earth. Dang. See ya, silly. Post-split was really corporate. Indeed it was. You're gonna jump this fly in your room. I get it. I get it 100%. Flies like that just hover in your room and never leave. Most annoying thing ever. Oh my gosh. This trend... OMG. This trendy hoodie says, "Oh, for pedal's sake," is engraved into my brain. This trendy hoodie says, "Oh, for pedal's sake." That's my attempt on Flower's voice. That's my attempt. I don't think it was that good. This trendy hoodie says, "Oh, for pedal's sake." You thought they added a Florida spot for this year's meetup? No? Let's check. BFDI XII 2026 tour. This is a fictional character from a fictional business. Thanks for specifying. Let's go check. Wait, why am I doing this? Alright. Wait, do they not show the graphic? They don't show the graphic, bruv. Yeah, I said why did I do that? Because it's right at the end here. Like, I looked at that for a solid second. Yeah, right here. New York, Atlanta, Houston, Los Angeles, Chicago, Las Vegas, Seattle, and London. Nope. No Florida. They took out Florida. They took out Florida. You live in Stupid Town, in the immediate vicinity of Idiotville, in the country of Horrible Town, in the country of Newtownville, vicinity, place, city. Dang. They are trying. They are trying. BFDIA 25 was in Detroit, so, like, maybe whatever, the next episode in theaters will be in, like, Toronto. Hey, there we go. There's hope. Well, I've only been to Miami once, and I got flashbanged when I got out of the car. Dang. You actually bought that sweater. Dang. Can I have it? Okay, I'm kidding. You don't even know where to mail it. Stupid Town is an idiotic place. No duh. Your girlfriend's going to the July 11th tour. Dang, right when it starts. No spoilers, please. Alright. Now, let's make good on my promise. I promised Sam Shayman something, so I can remove it from the description. And I can fulfill it. I don't know why the quotation marks are there. Why are the quotation marks there? Oopsies. Ah, here it is. Outdated, fixed. Here we are. Easy.
Team Epic. Team Epic.
Team Epic.
Chicken leg!
Bo is yellow? Okay.
Bright lights.
Yin Yang. Looks so friggin' weird. Everyone else is pretty normal. What the heck, microphone? You look... I can't say that. I can't say that. I can't say that. You, microphone, you look more towards the bottom of this color picker than usual. You look closer to the bottom of this color picker than usual. And soap is a soap bar, not a soap bottle, so that's crazy. And yeah, trophy also changed wildly. Which implies that Animation Epic already had these assets on hand? Or maybe these were recommended characters that they put into the show later in season 2.
Lambs. The Thinkers!
Oh my gosh, the floor is just a sketch. Oh, Silver Spoon, how naive you look. You look like Marker, actually. You're giving off Marker vibes. Poor Candle. Lost her arms.
The Sinker!
Tea Kettle looked like that before? Dang. I remember you from Anatomy Insanity Season 2, early Season 2. Blueberry also just a sketch.
The Pinkers!
Cabby looks interesting. Her top cabinet never usually opens, so that's interesting. Goo with arms? I'm so thankful they scrapped that. And Clover has a sketch. Okay. So a few of these are sketches, I'm just going to assume because they were ideas. So if their assets never changed, the assets for these guys were literally just their ideas.
The new Pinkers. The new Thinkers.
Thematic cat.
Ah yes, good old Teddy.
go big or be last.
Holy cow, Spiky, dang.
Heavy metal pop stars.
And Starfruit was just an idea.
I realized the perfect name would be Circumspect! Woohoo!
Bonus box. What an amazing moment that was, though. The box reveal. What is the best average placement in BFDI's history? Pencil, 8th. Profile, 0th. Corny, 15th. I hover over it, and we get yellow tree? Okay, whatever that video is. Durib, Paul, or cranberry sauce. I buried Paul or cranberry sauce. I like cranberry sauce, that's good. Oh, you were wrong, they added New York. You're traveling to Cyclonic to the July 11th tour. Oh, lag. You remember seeing this video of someone saying this II fact. Philip's original design was so bar, but it was scrapped. Ah, it was scrapped. Weren't these assets revealed in that old secrets revealed video? I don't recall that one. Maybe I'm just not that dedicated of an animation epic fan. Oops. I still love Inanimate Insanity, though. Blueberry just tired. Yellow tree. Yeah, whatever that is. Hi, Robert IDK. You're low-key goated, Robert IDK. Oh, that's Kinger. Okay, you love the remix of Marcus Black Hole song. In my opinion, Robert IDK fell off. I was there for him when he reacted to BFDI. But then after that, he just never went back. So, oh well. He's probably never gonna go back to BFDI, which is sad. I subbed to you for that, and you betray me. Ah. So BFDI has games. Who are you?
A mattress that responds as you move? It's
Who are you? Okay. Okay. Needle Lullaby extended with AI? Bro. Okay, so this is one of the AI content farmers. Frick. I thought this guy was a person who didn't know what object shows are. So BFDI has games. That sounds like a title someone who isn't part of the OSC would say. But nope, this is an OSC guy. He hasn't said his thing ever. If you want to see the other characters with their older assets, then go to that dated version. My tear dip, that's where my OC comes from. Ew, AI is stinky. Alright. Well. I have now streamed for a long time. I have reacted to TPOT 23, more than reacted to it, as I've also discussed different varying opinions on it too, which honestly is fascinating, seeing different people's opinions, ratings, and theories on what might happen. So with that all said, I think I could call an end to this, because I do have other things to do. Okay, so while the internet may have cut off my streams, OBS has still been running. So before I leave, I want one of you to take a guess. How long do you think I've been streaming for? Yeah, non-stop. Because my OBS is showing me the full time that I've been streaming for, while each of my streams are what happened because the internet cut off. So, how long do you think I've been streaming for? And, yeah, no. I'm good, Sam. Puppy Spark thinks I've streamed for 6 hours. Prob near 3.5 hours. About 5 hours and 15 minutes. 3 days. Okay. Puppy Spark was not too far off. 3 hours, 12 minutes, and 26 seconds. Actually, less, closer to 5. Okay. The person who got the closest is Six Soupies. Six Soupies, you got super duper close. 4 hours, 12 minutes, and 26 seconds.
Team Epic.
The stream has now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, has now hit 5.5 hours. I have been streaming for 5.5 hours. Since the wiki lied to me, I decided to fix this. Also, I didn't add the other characters like I did before, but I did include a bonus. Also, basically, the oldest designs for the other guys are the same as the last video, except me from 4S, because his actual oldest design is just him in Season 1 with both out of sunglasses. Also, do the BFDI teams, but if we ask, it's never changed. Soon. Wednesday, April 1st. April Fools are the ones who fell for the French fry ice cream prank. Yeah. So, I have been streaming for 5.5 hours. I've done what I've came here to do. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for the support on the live stream, by the way. And for Puppy Spark, if you're still here, I don't know why I called you out specifically, but I just feel like it. For whatever reason, I feel like mentioning this. The all-time peak for the very first stream, because I can check. What are you doing? Come on. Bruv. Bye boo bye something. Next April Fool's gotta come up with something better than a ship prank, because I've done it 3 times already and it's kinda gotten redundant. Object redundancy. May I check my statistics, please, YouTube? Can I check the peak viewer count of that stream? Or are you just not going to like me? I'll try one more time. If you don't work, I guess we're not checking. Oh, now you work. Okay, content. Live. And if we go to TPOT 23 reaction, check the stats. Peak viewers, 57. 57 concurrent viewers, almost half 100. More than half 100. That's wild. Oh my gosh, that's wild. 57 peak. Shame that show got canceled because it seemed like we really had something going on. I haven't seen it, I just heard of it. 57. Alright, well. Bye for real. 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 Bye doo da. Bye doo da. Da doo da. Da doo 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 doo.